104.7 The Cave plays pure classic rock.
104.7 The Cave, Hurt So Good from John Mellencamp. Good morning. I'm Mike the Intern, and on the phone with Joe Perry from Aerosmith. Just released your new book, Rocks My Life in and Out of Aerosmith. And how does your band feel about the book?
One of them said that they really liked it, and another one said, thanks for telling the truth. And Steven got about halfway through it, I guess, and texted me and said, that he dug the first half that he had read, and also liked the quality of the book and the pictures that I picked and all that stuff. And anyway, so far that's pretty much been the reaction, but it's pretty much what I expected.
Was the experience of writing this book emotional for you?
Whenever you tell a story like that, there's emotion attached to it, especially when it's as personal as like a death in the family or a divorce, those kind of things. So I had to be ready for that. And I didn't think that it was going to be as hard as it was. But, I had, Billy's support, and I knew I had to put that stuff in there. The book was going to, have some teeth, and so people could maybe learn something from what I went through.
We'll get to more with Joe Perry from Aerosmith on the way next on 104.7 The Cave. 104.7 The Cave, I'm Mike the Intern. On the phone with Joe Perry from Aerosmith this morning talking about his new book. And you thought your fans would be interested in the book, but you wanted this book to kind of appeal to more than just your fans, right?
One of my goals was to make it so that you didn't have to be a rock and roll fan to get something out of the book. Because I've gotten a lot of response from people that, oh, yeah, that happened to me when I was a kid. No, it had this. And they're not musicians, you know what I mean? But they've suffered through the same kind of rejection, bumping into walls and how do you get over it and all that stuff. So there's a lot about human nature that had to go into the book to make it a piece of literature and not just a journal.
It's a deep cut from Queen, Keep Yourself Alive on 104.7 The Cave. 104.7 The Cave, Judas Priest, you've got another thing coming. On the phone with Joe Perry this morning from Aerosmith, talking about his new book, Rocks My Life in and Out of Aerosmith. So you've had a huge career. You've probably done so many different things. What's one of those memories that stands out for you?
I got to meet Chuck Berry and play with him on stage at his 80th birthday, and he was probably my biggest influence in the early days, and as a guitar player and as a songwriter. I certainly never would have been able to meet him or been asked to jam with him on his birthday if I wasn't in Aerosmith.
So everyone knows about the bond between you and Steven Tyler. Kind of give me basically a day in the life of how you guys bond together.
We brought it down to the beach in Maui, and we spent the afternoon just fooling around with this thing. I mean, it was like you could literally go from island to island with it. It's like the most incredible, like, mini-sub. But those are the kind of things that where our brotherhood could be mistaken for blood brother. And in a lot of ways we are, in spite of some of the things that have gone on between us, it's still there, and that stuff will never go away.
Well, Joe, thank you so much for spending some time with me on the phone this morning. We've got a six-pack of pure classic rock on the way next on 104.7 The Cave.
104.7 The Cave plays pure classic rock.